So you've bought your first gun, you've bought your basic eye protection and protection for playing the sport, and you've gotten pretty much the basics of actually being able to play airsoft with your own gear. Now, what do you buy next? Let's get into it.
Citizens of the digital age, welcome.
So yeah, what is going on, guys? This is Corey from DeadSick Airsoft, and today I just wanted to do a video of the 5 things I feel that every beginner airsofter should get after they get the basics. So I'm talking after you've bought yourself a gun, you've gotten the basic eye protection, a lower face mask, just stuff like that, like for actually being able to play the sport with your own stuff. After you've gotten past that point, what are kind of the more customizable or features you kind of want to buy for your kit? So I'm just going to start off with the first thing that comes to my hand. Now these are going to be pretty basic. Pretty much anyone that is in the sport at least 3 months will probably have gotten these or have had the idea of gotten these. If you're playing any longer than 6 months, these are pretty much all probably way past you at this stage. But yeah, we're going to go to the first thing right now. So the first thing I have here is some basic eye protection. Now I'm not talking about mesh or any kind of the big goggles. If these aren't the first kind of eye pro you've bought, you probably want to get a pair of these. These are just simple glasses instead of the goggles. You probably found with your goggles, they are, if they're the big Locust ones, they're very big. They have a fan and all, that's great, but like they're just too big on your face. And then the mesh one, so mesh isn't actually very safe for eye pro. There's been a lot of problems with people where they've actually gotten shot in the eye and the BB is shattered onto the mesh, and it's actually the pieces of the BB have actually went into their eye, so it's not really that safe. So I bought these eye level Challenger shooting glasses in Main Irish Airsoft. You can pretty much buy these in any airsoft shop if they sell a wide variety of gear. So yeah, these just are simple. They just go onto your eyes. Oh great. These are my tinted ones. These are the yellow ones. These do great for when you're shooting, you're doing a night ops, as they take the contrast of the dark to the lights that you're able to see, and it enhances it. So you, even if you didn't have night vision, like I actually own myself now, these are a great kind of alternative. But they do actually come with different disposable, or it's not disposable, changeable glasses. So this is just one side of the sunglass variant. And yeah, so you just pop them out. So if I can get them out, like this. There. So the glass pops out of the frame, and then you can swap out into all different colours. Now that is just with my ones. You may have to just buy one colour ones. If you are going to buy one colour ones, I would definitely advise for your first ones, just get clear glasses ones. Don't get any tinted colours. They just don't look great if that's not the look you're going for. These only look great if you are in a night ops. They're kind of acceptable to wear. So if you're just looking and you can only buy one tinted or one glass sunglasses or shooting glasses, definitely just buy the clear ones. So yeah, definitely get a pair of shooting glasses. So guys, I'm not going to recommend you buy this, but this is just more of an explanation of why I feel you should get the eye level glasses or shooting glasses. These big paintball masks, they just don't work for airsoft. They're more for paintball. If you buy these paintball masks, the paintball guns don't actually have a stock in them, so they're not made to actually be able to get down to a stock of a gun. So these aren't great. This is my first face mask. I never wore it, because the second I tried to reach down and look down my sight, couldn't see anything. So yeah, so if you do own one of these, I would highly recommend you ditch this, get a pair of shooting glasses, mesh glasses, whatever you feel, and a lower face mask like a mesh one, because that will really help you and it's a lot more efficient. So guys, you can see how old this is. This was my first tack vest. If you haven't bought one of these before and you're only starting, I'd highly recommend you buy this as probably one of your first pieces of kit if you do have a few pieces going around with you when you're out in the field. So this is my first tack vest, as I said. It's about 5 years old. It's very tight. Can't really move around too much in it, as this was sized when I was 13. I'm now going 18 in 3 weeks time. So yeah, this is pretty tight. So pretty much it just has a pouch for your magazines. You can pretty much fit any size kind of magazines in here. If they're really, really chunky ones, you might not. But yeah, standard M4 or AK mags fit into them. You have 1, 2, 3 mags on you. And then you have, which I believe this is, I actually don't know what that is, can't really see. And yeah, so that's for something, whatever. You have an admin pouch, just put random pieces of kit into. And then you have 2 pistol mag holders. So yeah, just your basic kind of low bearing kit. Pretty good if you're just looking to hold a few pieces when you're out in the field. But for a new player, this will be very vital. So guys, pretty much I'm going to guess not many new players are going to want one of these. But yeah, a red dot sight would be very good for you to buy in the long run if you want to get one. Iron sights on your gun can be very big and thick, especially on other guns. I've actually swapped my ones out. My ones are pretty good. They're very kind of hollow and they have a lot of space in between where the actual bar in the front is. But yeah, the iron sights can be very thick, and if someone's running across a field very far away and they're kind of the same size as your reticle, you actually can't block them with the iron sight, so it's very hard to see them. But yeah, getting a red dot would be very good as you turn it on. It's just clear glass and then just a red dot. So even with my one is a circle with just a line going up the middle of it. The standard hollow sight or EOTech dot sight in the middle. So yeah, this is pretty good for short range and long range engagement. So I definitely recommend you buy one of these. Probably the most vital piece of kit I could say if you have a pretty big kind of gun, would definitely be buying some form of sling. Look, a sling is probably the best kind of thing you could get for playing airsoft if you're definitely going to be playing kind of long, a lot of running kind of games. I'm just going to clip this onto me like this. But say if I just have my gun and it's really heavy, and probably for the younger kind of guys that the gun would be very heavy for them, getting them a sling would be a pretty good thing to buy them, as you put the sling onto the gun and you can just drop it down and that weight completely takes off your shoulders and it just sits in your body really nicely. It's also great if I'm just going to pretend I had my sling on. It's great if you were just shooting, instead of if you were to end up dropping the gun or fall, the gun still sticks to you. So instead of it falling and then just flopping and bouncing off the ground, at least if you fall with the gun, and you could even try turning your back and take the damage for the gun if you really like your guns. So like me, if I was to fall, I'd definitely fall on my back and try miss the gun from hitting the ground. So yeah, definitely a sling would be a great piece to buy for a new player. So if you haven't bought yourself a form of camo, I would definitely recommend you buy some camo for airsoft. Now you can get these in just trousers and then get them in the shirts, or you can get them in a package for both. But to be honest, if you are going to be in this for the long run and you're going to really get into buying different kind of gear and you want to build up a good looking loadout, I would definitely recommend, if you really want to buy some, you want to get into the impression stuff as I said before, you're going to want to get the G3, the Generation 3 or Generation 2 variant of these uniforms. So I'm going to show you a picture now. That's kind of what they look like. So as you can see with these ones, it's just camo straight down from the bottom to the top of the hip. With the G2, to be honest, the G2 will probably be your best pick. Here where the knee pad is, there's a stretchy kind of material on here, here, and then on the back of the hip. That's just to help the stretch and the kind of the high stress points on the uniform. As you can see, my knees have been completely ripped out as well from just sliding and being on your knee and that constant rubbing. So getting the trousers with the knee pads really help with your uniform not getting ripped. The top also comes with kind of that kind of elastically kind of material on your chest, and then it's just a camo on the arms. That is just really comfortable when it's really warm. Instead of having really kind of heavy duty uniform kind of feeling on your chest, it's really nice to have a really breathable kind of uniform to wear in the hot kind of weather. So yeah, if you're definitely going to be playing this for the long run and you want to get into some good gear, to be honest, you're going to buy these ones, and then in the next probably 6 months when you get more money and you see the other ones, you're going to buy them. So you're better off to save your money and buy the Generation 2 variants of these if you're definitely going to be getting into gear. So guys, that has been my top 5 gear I believe that all new players should buy. As I said in the start, it's more for newer players that are really only getting into the sport. They've bought the basics, they've bought their gun, they've bought their basic kind of face protection, and they're pretty ready to go, but they want to get some extra stuff to show off when they go to the next time they play airsoft. So as I said, I'm going to quickly go over them. Clear glasses or shooting glasses. A uniform, as I said, get the G2 ones if you're going to look into getting some gear in the long run. Some form of red dot or sight. A 2-point sling. Don't buy the 1-point slings because they just kind of sit there and the gun still wiggles. At least with a 2-point sling, it keeps the gun under control and it won't move on you. Some form of tack vest, of a pretty basic one if you are trying to save money. You could buy a plate carrier, but they will extend your wallet and run your wallet a bit more, so get one of these. You're pretty good for someone that's trying to save money. And definitely don't buy one of these. This is just something you should not buy. Don't buy one of these. They're just not great. You can't get down to your stock and you can't look down your sights very good. So as I said, not good. So guys, this has been Corey from DedSec Airsoft. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope it was very informative, and I'll see you next time.
DedSec will give you the truth. Do what you will.